state your name and a brief history of your training in the martial arts since you were a kid?
My name is Richard Bustillo from the IMB Academy in Torrance, California. My martial arts training basically came from Hawaii. As a kid, 8 years old, I studied judo for a year and a half. When my family moved to Kalihi Valley, I studied in boxing till about 13. At 14, my family moved in Waipahu and I started taking Kajikembo. After high school, when I went to California, I continued my amateur boxing experience. And in 24, I met Bruce Lee, and my martial arts training changed then. I met Bruce Lee in 1964 at Ed Parker's International Championship. When Bruce Lee performed his exhibition, it was something I have never seen before. And I approached Ed that I want to train with this man, Bruce Lee. He said that he don't live in Los Angeles, that he lived in Seattle, that I had to write to him. I wrote to Bruce Lee in 1964. In 1967, Bruce Lee opened up his first Lee Jung Fan Kung Fu Institute in Chinatown, Los Angeles. There I met Mr. Inosanto, who was another Filipino, and he and I studied and researched the Filipino martial arts. Today we are given credit for reviving and promoting the Filipino arts. A year after Bruce Lee died in 1973, Mr. Inosanto and I opened up the first Kali Academy, a Filipino Kali Academy, for two reasons. One was to promote the Filipino arts, and two was to share our Bruce Lee experience with martial arts students. 1974, we opened up the school. Till today, we still exist in martial arts. 1985, we had changed the name to the IMB Academy because we found out that the name Filipino kept other people away. And so we made it generic where it's International Martial Arts and Boxing. To today, 2011, we still had the IMB Academy.
What's the difference between Bruce Lee's philosophy and the traditional philosophy of martial arts? What made him special while he was a pioneer?
What made Bruce Lee special as being a pioneer in the martial arts, he had break down the barriers of martial arts. Prior to the 60s, martial arts were very secretive, and you had to know who was training in certain martial arts and be accepted in a martial arts school. We didn't have martial arts school like we do today that's commercialized and publicized. In my days, it was very secretive. For instance, the Kajikembo system that I brought up with, Kajikembo system was the first mixed martial arts. But because we didn't have the technology that we did today, they weren't as popular as Bruce Lee's Jeet Kune Do. And Bruce Lee is given credit to being the grandfather of mixed martial arts. Because in those days, in the late 60s, we did the punching, the kicking, the throwing, the grappling, and wrestling to submission. Today, they have it publicized and as professional mixed martial arts.
Okay. What's the philosophy of the IMB and how has Jeet Kune Do changed in the last 40 years?
The philosophy of IMB is the individual is more important in any style or system. I want to take the approach where what I do that they don't follow exactly as I do. For instance, in my seminars, I might show an entry, 1 step, 2 step, and the 3rd, 4th step is the individual's own way of combat. Jeet Kune Do is not a style, it's not a system. It's each individual's own personal way of martial arts. For instance, everyone has their own personal penmanship or signature. That's Jeet Kune Do. Everyone have their own way of defending themselves. Some like the grappling, some like the striking, some like the weapons. And our philosophy in IMB is we have to be well-rounded in all those ranges. Our instructors have to know how to spar with the long-range weapons. And the Filipino arts is the best as far as safe sparring is concerned. Sparring with the weapons, sparring and striking, punch, kick, knee, or elbow, or sparring in grappling, standing or ground grappling. We have to know all those ranges in defense.
Can you tell us a little bit about your seminar and where you go when you teach?
It wasn't planned to be. I wasn't planned to be a martial arts instructor. It was by fate. that when Bruce Lee passed away, there were a lot of people around the world who wanted to learn Bruce Lee's method. And Mr. Inosanto and I used to do seminars together. But we had so many people requesting seminars, and my attitude was, yeah, you come down to our school and we'll teach you. But they wanted 20, 30 people to train, so we each went up to different places to teach. And that's how the seminars got to be popular. I've been all over the world. The only place I haven't been to is the Antarctic.
Okay. Last question is, what's the connection you have coming here between the school and your academy?
Coming here to the Dragon Den, I love the Dragon Den. It was like my home in Hawaii. A lot of island people here, all mixed races. The chief instructor, Sigong Jeff Makaloloi, a very good martial artist. He has an open mind, and his students show the same attitude like Jeff. And this is the real reason why I like coming up here. I have the island aloha spirit here, and it's always a pleasure to come back here.